what's going on, the stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host Terry, and welcome back to my channel, Buy the Dip. And guys, I hope you've been taking that advice and buying the dip, because I've been finding more and more good news about LCA Gnog, and I love bringing you these updates. So, just like I said, take my advice, buy the dip, man. Keep buying it before the merger. We're only at $14 right now, so it's still a great buy. Just did a video earlier today about how LCA is actually going to be a big competitor to Draftkings. So I think that is a really good thing to keep in mind. And as we saw, Draftkings is like $44 a share right now. So, and LCA, key points, Draftkings is $44 a share. LCA is $14 a share. Draftkings is cash flow negative, to where LCA Gnog is cash flow positive. So that is a big thing right there. And we're going to get into another article here, which I've been loving this place, having the great articles, Investor Place. This article is by another author by the name of Mark Hake. And this says, pending Golden Nugget merger should push up LCA holdings to stock, which is exactly what we want to hear. LCA stock should do much better after its merger closes, especially since governance issues are now more secure. Which, guys, if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling you, after the merger, I think we're going to see $20. Shortly after the merger, I think we're going to see the big 2-0 on the LCA stock. Just my personal opinion, but I think we're going to see $20 on the stock. This was posted on October the 14th by Mark, and it says here, LCA signed a merger agreement with Golden Nugget Online Gaming on June 29th. The deal should close soon, despite some opposition from LCA stockholders and the fact the date for the shareholders vote has not been set yet. So that's interesting. I did not know that. So we don't have a date yet that's been set to vote. Could be due all to the COVID stuff going on. But anyway, I'm not in any rush, because I know the gains is coming in the future, man. The gains is coming. So it says here, post-closing, the combined company will trade it on the NASDAQ with the ticker symbol GNOG. The merger and new trading symbol will also likely cause the stock to skyrocket. Why? For one, GNOG will receive $150 million in debt pay down and have at least $80 million in cash to work with that will strengthen its ongoing balance sheet. So that is really great news to hear right there, man. That is really, really great news to hear, that not only one, they will receive $150 million in debt pay down, which is great news, and also they're going to get $80 million in cash to work with. I mean, hello, that is great news. So that makes me feel even better. It says here, in the last article that he did on LCA stock, he wrote a forecast that the company would be worth much more. I suggested that based on its comparable value would be worth twice today's price. Wow. So, I mean, back then the stock was like $13 a couple days ago. So if he's saying twice the price, like he's saying this stock could basically go up to like $26. Hey, I'm just saying $20, but $26, I'm really going to be a happy camper. I'm going to have to take a vacation on that gains. But anyway, it says there, for example, Golden Nugget might expect that it will have experience and uplift if its stock price after merger, just like Draftkings. So they're basically saying when Draftkings merged, it shot up like a rocket. So they're thinking the same thing's going to happen with Gnog. It says here the stock started out as a SPAC, but once the reversed merger is closed, the newly named Draftkings stock doubled from its period when it was announced. So if that happened to Draftkings, guys, we may see a double up with Gnog. So if it's 14, like it was like $13.80 a couple days ago, $13.50. So we could see $26, $28 with Gnog if the same thing happens, man. How are you guys going to feel, man? This thing doubles up. I mean, right there. How are you guys going to feel if this stock doubles to $26 to $28, man? I'm just thinking $20 being conservative. But if we go by the Draftkings history, this thing can hit $26, $28. By the way, the deal was supposed to have closed in the third quarter. I think I know why it hasn't named the date yet. On September 22nd, the company made an interesting 8K filing with the SEC It showed there were some last-minute negotiations with the sponsor and Golden Nuggets owner TILMAN FERTITTA. FERTITTA will be controlling shareholder of the merged company. Lancadia wanted to negotiate one further change before that happens. An amendment was made to the purchase agreement to limit Mr. Fertitta's supervoting control over the company. That would occur only if he or his interest ends up having less than 30% economic stake in the company. And they're saying, like, this is a good change because it protects Gnog shareholders from a scenario where Fertitta sells down his stake and yet control of the board. So they're basically saying that they don't want Fertitta owning a big, huge portion of shares, and then when the merger happens and everything goes up, he sells everything out, takes all of his gains, and then he still has control of Gnog. So they're saying if he sells out, he's not in control, and that is a good change. So we definitely know TILMAN is then going to be a long-term investor in his Gnog. So he's not just going to sell out and dip out, and if he does, he loses control. It also implements the LCA. Lancadia believes LCA stock will shoot up after the merger. They foresaw this scenario developing with a bad outcome. In effect, this is a bullish sign for the stock. Right here it says Draftkings recent guidance. On October the 5th, Draftkings provided guidance about its Q3 results that may have implications for Golden Nugget Online. Although its revenue was in line with guidance, the company's profit margins are likely to be lower. That implies that it lost a number of major online sporting bets. So that is good news that, you know, Draftkings is having trouble. So is LCA taking a little bit of their business? And if you saw in my last video, we had that chart to where it said the average user, this was key, man. The average user that is on Draftkings spends $39. And the average user on Golden Nugget spends like $569. So that is a huge difference. That is a key thing to remember right there. The average user spend cost. So, and it says what to expect with the LCA stock. Investors can expect it right after the merger closes. Major brokerages will likely publish their forecast for Gnog stock. That is most certainly a bullish catalyst for investors in LCA stock prior to the merger. Keep in mind that most firms are not in blackout periods as they normally be in the normal IPO process. A SPAC merger is not a qualifying event that mandates such a blackout unless the company is raising PIPE-related capital for the merger. This is here saying blah, blah, blah. And it says here, this is likely to change once the merger goes through. Nevertheless, it probably doesn't help LCA that Draftkings recently decided to sell more shares. Some of those shares in the secondary offering are existing shareholders. Markets don't like to see this. This could have a dampening effect on Gnog stock's prospect after the merger closed. So basically what they're saying is when Draftkings shot up, a lot of people sold out of all their shares, and investors don't like that. So they're hoping the same thing wouldn't happen with Gnog. But here it is. But don't give up hope just yet. This should look much better for LCA stock, Gnog stock, after the merger. In a date publication, Mark Haight did not have either directly or indirectly any positions in securities mentioned in this article. So there it is, man. Another great article here with LCA by Investor Place. So we are really starting to get some news, man. Just wanted to show you that there. So we're really getting some news, guys. A lot of great news coming up, man. The merger should be happening. So we got some answers. Why didn't the merger happen? Is because LCA went in and made some good changes that TILMAN, if he goes in and sells too many shares and he doesn't have 30%, he does not have control over everything. So that is good because we don't want to lose TILMAN, man. TILMAN is a great businessman. So we need TILMAN to be in for the long haul for LCA, which is good for us investors. So that is very key. I think that is a really good change. And if that means we have to delay it a couple more weeks to, you know, a month, I'm not sure how long the delay is going to be. But right there was kind of the answer of why the delay has happened. So yeah, guys, that's another great news update for LCA Gnog. I'm just so excited, man. It's coming. Guys, you know what to do, man. You know what to do. Hit the thumbs up. Join the Thumbs Up Nation. It really helps out the channel. And share these LCA Gnog updates with others. Sorry, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Remember, right now, on Monday morning, I want you to do this. Buy the LCA Gnog dip before it doubles up to $26 and $28, man. Buy it now. Just buy it. I'm telling you. Buy a couple shares. You'll be happy. You'll be happy. Peace.